This section and its 4 objectives will be covered in 2 parts. At the end of this Part 1 video, you should start to be able to describe the physical characteristics of asteroids and comets, describe where the Kuiper Belt is located, compare meteoroids, meteorites, and meteors, and explain the relationship between the Oort cloud and comets. Chapter 28, Section 4, Asteroids, Comets, and Meteoroids. In addition to the Sun, the planets and the planets' moons, our solar system includes millions of smaller bodies. Some of these small bodies are tiny bits of dust or ice that orbit the Sun. Other bodies are as big as some small moons. Astronomers theorize that these smaller bodies are leftover debris from the formation of the solar system. Asteroids. The largest of the smaller bodies in the solar system are called asteroids. Asteroids are fragments of rock that orbit the Sun. Astronomers have discovered more than 50,000 asteroids. Millions of asteroids may exist in the solar system. The orbits of asteroids, like those of planets, are ellipses. The largest known asteroid, Ceres, has a diameter of about 1,000 kilometers. 2 other asteroids are shown on the screen here. The large size of some asteroids leads some scientists to refer to them as minor planets. Most asteroids are located in a region between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter, known as the Asteroid Belt. This main belt extends from about 299 million to about 598 million kilometers from the Sun. However, not all asteroids are located in the main asteroid belt. The closest asteroids to the Sun are inside the orbit of Mars, about 224 million kilometers from the Sun. The Trojan asteroids are concentrated in groups just ahead of and just behind Jupiter as it orbits the Sun. In fact, the Trojan asteroids almost share Jupiter's orbit. These asteroids are named for the Trojan and Greek warriors of the famous Trojan War of Greek mythology. Asteroids also exist beyond Jupiter's orbit. Compositions of asteroids. The composition of asteroids is similar to that of the inner planets. Asteroids are classified according to their composition into 3 main categories. The most common of the 3 types of asteroids is made of mostly silicate materials. These asteroids look like Earth rocks. The second type of asteroid is composed of mostly iron and nickel. These asteroids have a shiny metallic appearance, especially on fresh surfaces. The third and rarest type of asteroid is made mostly of carbon materials, which give this type of asteroid a dark color. Many astronomers think that asteroids in the asteroid belt are made of material that was not able to form a planet because of the strong gravitational force of Jupiter. Scientists estimate that the total mass of all asteroids, including the largest, Ceres, is less than the mass of Earth's moon. Near-Earth asteroids. More than 1,000 asteroids have orbits that sometimes bring them very close to Earth. These asteroids have wide elliptical orbits that bring them near Earth's orbit. Thus, they are called near-Earth asteroids. Near-Earth asteroids make up only a small percentage of the total number of asteroids in the solar system. But interest in near-Earth asteroids has increased in recent years with the realization that these asteroids could inflict great damage on Earth if they were to strike the planet. Meteor Crater in Arizona, which is shown on the screen here, formed when a small asteroid that had a diameter of less than 50 meters struck Earth about 40,000 years ago. Several recently established asteroid detection programs have begun to track all asteroids whose orbits may approach Earth. By identifying and monitoring these asteroids, scientists hope to predict and possibly avoid future collisions. The asteroid belt is a disc-shaped region between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter, but it is not completely empty. Nor is it only full of asteroids. There are larger objects, such as Hector, Sirius, and Vesta that rival even the size of larger Kuiper Belt objects like Pluto. Comets. Every few years, an object that looks like a star that has a tail is visible in the evening sky. This object is a comet. Comets are small bodies of ice, rock, and cosmic dust that follow highly elliptical orbits around the Sun. The most famous is Halley's Comet, which passes by Earth every 76 years. It last passed Earth in 1986 and will return in 2061. Every 5 to 10 years, another very bright comet will be visible from Earth. Comet Hale-Bopp, shown on the screen here, was particularly bright and spectacular as it passed by Earth in 1997. Compositions of comets. A comet has several parts. The core or nucleus of a comet is made of rock, metals, and ice. Cores of comets are commonly between 1 kilometer and 100 kilometers in diameter. A spherical cloud of gas and dust called the coma surrounds the nucleus. The coma can extend as far as 1 million kilometers from the nucleus. A comet's bright appearance from sunlight reflected by the comet's coma. The nucleus and the coma form the head of the comet. In 2004, material was collected by the spacecraft Stardust from the coma of a comet named Wild 2. The spacecraft flew to within 240 kilometers of the comet's nucleus and made detailed images of the comet's nucleus. The most spectacular parts of a comet are its tails. Tails form when sunlight causes the comet's ice to change to gas. The gas, or ion, tail of a comet streams from the comet's head. The solar wind, which is electrically charged particles expanding away from the sun, pushes the gas away from the comet's head. Thus, regardless of the direction the comet travels, its ion tail points away from the sun. The comet's second tail is made of dust and curves backward along the comet's orbit. Some comets have tails that are more than 80 million kilometers long. At this point, you should be starting to be able to describe the physical characteristics of asteroids and comets, describe where the Kuiper Belt is located, compare meteoroids, meteorites, and meteors, and explain the relationship between the Oort cloud and comets.